top stories. ASEAN leaders discuss stronger cooperative ties. Communication staff rewarded for SEA Games efforts. Japan provides food for northern school children. Diplomatic approach needed for economic development. Skills contest paid for ASEAN stage. And now we begin firstly with Vietnamese fashion showcase in Vientiane. A large crowd gathered outside the National Cultural Hall in Vientiane on Wednesday evening to watch the models strut their stuff on the catwalk and enjoy some entertainment by Lao artists. The show was organized by the Vietnamese Viet-Thanh Garment Export-Import Cooperation, known as VTECT, and its Lao sales agency Dr. Ba Import-Export Company. Lao Vice President Bunyang Volachit, Vietnamese Ambassador to Laos Dat Minh Chau, and high-ranking officials from both nations attended the event. According to the General Director of Viet-Thanh Garment Cooperation, Bùi Văn Thien, the fashion show was held to celebrate the availability of Viet-Thanh fashion items in Laos. He said introducing the products in Laos is vital, and more importantly, strengthen the good relationship between Laos and Vietnam. It is said that Viet-Thanh is now the leading fashion house in Vietnam. Good news is that Viet-Thanh clothing products of differing qualities are now available in Laos, including low-cost products with Viet Long brand name, and medium-class products with Viet-Thanh and Viet-Thanh Smart Casual brand names, trousers, shirts, jackets, carvets, and neckties aimed at businessmen with high incomes. Lao bands overdance, Lao Bang Phai, and the Lin performed for the audience at the event. The Viet-Thanh Garment Company is a member of Vietnam Textile and Garment Cooperation and is the largest garment company in Vietnam. Its products are exported to many countries around the world. The well-reputed Viet-Thanh trademark has won the confidence of Vietnamese consumers. After 30 years, the company has developed in both business size and economic efficiency. To date, Viet-Thanh is running 34 production and business units in Ho Chi Minh City and several provinces and cities in the country. The 16th Summit of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, known as ASEAN, opened on Thursday afternoon with all ASEAN leaders attending the opening ceremony at the National Convention Center in Hanoi, Vietnam, except for Thai Prime Minister Aphisit Vejjajiva.
Lao Prime Minister Boson Bupawan greeted by his Vietnamese counterpart Nguyen Tân Dung prior to the 16th ASEAN Summit in Hanoi, Vietnam on Thursday. The two-day ASEAN Summit is the first high-level event this year as Vietnam holds the bloc's presidency. At the opening speech, Nguyen Tân Dung, Vietnamese Prime Minister and Chairman of the 16th ASEAN Summit, said ASEAN has entered a new stage of development, steadily moving towards the realization of the ASEAN community by 2015 and operating on a legal foundation as provided for by the ASEAN Charter. Nguyen Tân Dung said the overall theme for the year 2010, Towards the ASEAN Community from the Vision to Action, underlines ASEAN's focus and strong sense of action for this year and beyond. Vietnamese Prime Minister also called for executive and legislation joint efforts in each ASEAN country to implement ASEAN resolutions and the ASEAN Charter. Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs Dr. Thongloun Sisoulith joined his counterparts, foreign ministers and diplomats from ASEAN member states signed the protocol to the ASEAN Charter on dispute settlement mechanisms, signifying the determination of ASEAN in transforming ASEAN into a rule-based organization. According to Vietnamese Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Pham Gia Kiem, the signing will help facilitate the implementation of the ASEAN Charter and community building. He said ASEAN foreign ministers are working on finalizing 3 other dispute settlement-related instruments, including the rules for references on the ASEAN Summit, the procedures for authorization under international law and domestic law, and the rules of procedure of requesting the ASEAN Secretariat to interpret the ASEAN Charter. Thai Prime Minister Apisit Wechachjiwa has cancelled his scheduled trip to Vietnam due to the red shirt protests in Bangkok. The Thai government has declared a state of emergency in Bangkok on Wednesday to control the mass anti-government rallies.
The government yesterday rewarded the staff of the National Post and Communication Authority, who made outstanding contribution to the success of the 25th SEA Games and the 9th ASEAN Communication Ministry meeting last year. The authority covers organizations including Lao Telecom, Enterprise of Telecommunications Laos, and Tigo.
The medals and certificates were presented by Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of National Defense Lieutenant General Duangchai Pichit and National Post and Communication Authority President Kamluat Sidlakon at the National Culture Hall in Vientiane. A total of 65 people received the Labor Order Medal Class 1, 41 people Class 2, and 94 people Class 3. Labor medals were presented to 126 people, and certificates of congratulations went to 234 people. The awards were approved by Presidents Jumali Sayason and Prime Minister Buason Bupawan. Kamluat Sidlakon, who is also Minister to the Prime Minister's office, said, "Developing communications and Internet access are the authority's main priorities through cooperation with partners, international organizations and neighboring countries. The authority also aims to update the skills of technical staff to provide good service for customers and provide vocational training for 200 staff members a year to meet the demands of the government and society." A Basi ceremony was also held to welcome Pi Mai Lao, called Lao New Year, which will be celebrated next week.
The Japanese government has donated rice to the Lao government through the United Nations World Food Program to help with the school feeding program in the nation's northern provinces. The official handover ceremony took place yesterday at the Ministry of Education in Vientiane.
The total amount of rice handed over on this occasion was more than 570 metric tons. Japanese ambassador to Laos, Masaaki Miyashita, said, "The Japanese government considers the improvement of basic education as a key priority area to be tackled in realizing socio-economic development in Laos." The Lao government has set several socio-economic development goals, including meeting Millennium Development Goals by 2015 and moving off the list of least developed nations by 2020. WFP has been implementing the program in many provinces of Laos, distributing food for needy school children. The donated rice will be issued as take-home rations to students and informal boarders in northern Laos. Children who have an attendance record of more than 80% will soon receive their end-of-year ration of rice and canned fish to share with their family. The ceremony was also attended by Deputy Minister of Education, Li Tu Buapao.
After the break, we have skills contest paved ways for ASEAN stage. Please stay tuned.
Lao Telecommunication is a comprehensive telecommunication service provider in Laos. Sawan, the first privately owned bank in the Lao PDR, delivering 5-star service standards and banking convenience to its client base.
We are not just another customer. We are not just another bank.
Tourism Malaysia, truly more with every visit. It must be Malaysia where multiculturalism has not only made Malaysia a gastronomical paradise, it also has made Malaysia truly Asia.
Asia, truly Asia.